For our next team, the next team is called Slum Jump Over, and they're here to propose a social enterprise model that links communities like slum communities prevalent in Bangkok and other megacities with authentic tourist experiences using an online channel. So please welcome Team Slum Jump Over. Okay, and you may begin.
Okay. With the fact that jumping is faster than walking, today, Slum Jump Over team would like to invite you to jump together with us. Due to financial status and life quality are lower than city standard, so most people have a negative feeling for these communities and define the slum, the poor, and urban crowded spaces to represent them. All these definitions are just an illusion to the public city, which leads to a discrimination. In fact, there are so many good things hidden within. For example, all these communities all has own unique potential. The same problem of them is they don't have an opportunity to promote themselves. And nowadays, demand of people who are looking for a destination with a cultural experience are rising. From the statistics show that around 10% of the tourism industry accounted for around 10% of the total world GDP. So when we combine the problem and the demand together, we found that the slum people have a housing and experience to share. In the meantime, travelers need an cultural experience to gain. That make we jump to our solution. Our solution comes from the main two things. The first one is tourism. Tourism is a growing industry which leads to a sustainable development to the communities. We can help developing the communities without destroying their way of life living together for so long. And the second factor is social media. Social media is now a new channel to raise an opportunity and to connect people around the world together. And here we are, Slum Jump Over. We are a website, and we are acting as intermediaries in the connection between slum people and travelers who need an affordable housing and exotic experience. We also support the communities by establishing the social enterprise from the beginning to the end.
About the model of Slum Jump Over, we have two parts. At the first is homestay is the main, and the second package tour which consists of local activity and local transportation. About our homestay, at the first we have special service to pick up travel from airport by local guide, and about unique experience, each community in our project has a unique culture and outstanding folk wisdom. And about tour program, we have many local activities such as boxing, eating, or cooking. Is waiting for travel to join with us. And about transportation and food tour, we provide bicycle sightseeing tour for you. Listen until here, maybe you have a question that how we live in slum environment, the implementation will answer you. We have 11 steps of implementation and we divide 3 phases. The step first is walk, is about how we prepare people and place before invest. And phase 2 is run, is about run process on website. And step 3, phase 3 jump is about financial. About the place, we need to set standard to check quality in and out place. About the homestay, we assume the space in each house around 15 square meters, and we use only 8 square meters to use as a homestay by setting based on us. And about the standard, homestay must locate on the safe space. And about security system, we will call with a leader of community and police to set security center, and we have 24/7 call center. And about prepare people, we have free training program, including English for communicate, management system, and service and computer skill. Both of owner and local guide must pass standard test before join our program. Okay, next, let's run the website as a connector between two worlds. Now my team are going to provide you a iPad and you can swipe to the right to see our website prototype. Our website is easy to find homestay in the area that you want by using a map or typing a location. We also have a reliable and secure payment system by using credit card only, and we also have the review from other tourists and hosts profile, which will help you to decide about choosing homestay more easier. And now let's run the business with we co-manager with the communities. First, homestay business. We choose slum near Central World as our case study, and we will bring out the strengths of this community, which is location and affordability. This location can be accessed by public and transportation, such as BTS, airport link, and a boat, because our location is connected to Sansap Canal. Moreover, it's located among the center of Bangkok in the price that you reachable, and also we surrounded with many tourist attractions. This business will affect the social in positive ways, such as environment, economics, and cultural. And now we also have a tourist business, just an optional options for the travelers. We can divide it into two parts. First, local activities. We will provide a Thai boxing class, paint a graffiti on slums wall, and also a cooking Thai food. The second one is transportation and food tour. We will use our bicycle and cycling through the communities and around Bangkok to let the tourists see the local lifestyle and also a folk wisdom. All of these activities use our local guides and local people.
Now, let's see how we will able to jump. Our assumptions are conservative. We expected that within 5 years, there will be only 10% of households participating with us. And the occupancy rate will start from 25% in the first year and reach industry average within the 5 years. Beside the core business, we receive revenue from snack, souvenirs, and bike rental fee. Our main revenue will come from homestay business. Let's take a look at our cost structure. We will carry fixed expenses while people in the communities carry most of the variable expenses. Thus, when we receive revenue, approximately 90% of the revenue go directly to the people in the communities. In the sense, they get the profit within the first year. For us, we'll break even within 3 years. In the meanwhile, we partnership with other organizations who share the same long-term goal with us. In our calculation, we have not accounted decoration costs and bike investment. We will use this to increase sense of ownership for people in the communities by encouraging us to help, by encouraging them to invest with us according to their financial status. Thus, and if they not have enough money, we will help them financially. As a result, our impact will be into 4 main subtopics, which are education, cultural, environmental, and economics. We believe that slum jump over will be able to decrease the gap of inequality. We'll provide appropriate support so that they can walk by themselves, and we will run the business so that by bring out the best of the communities and join the two worlds together.
I'm sorry, your time is up.
One more sentence, please.
I'm sorry, it's so that every team has an equal chance to present at 8 minutes.
Okay. And the last slide, we will go to jump around the world. Thank you.
And now we will begin the Q&A session of 15 minutes.
This might be the 10th project I heard about this year. That it's about this exact project, to do local tourism targeting slum. So your idea is not new. There's so many people doing this, and in Thailand, this is a 10th project I heard this year, so it's a lot of people thinking about this. The thing is, if you are a slum owner, if you live in the slum, do you have 15 square meter room for rent?
We assume at Less.
You assume that people have it, or okay. Are you gonna take the time and feel uncomfortable because it's gonna be someone staying in your house that's very small and crowded for 300 baht a night, or not? May or may not. There's a lot of this project going on, but mostly it's a tour that share the local lifestyle, highlighting, make the slum dwellers proud about themselves. So they share their life more than welcoming tourists that stay at their house and they go do graffiti painting or kickboxing or whatsoever. So I don't see how you're gonna make these people not only making money, but also proud about themselves. Also, other models always encourage people to work as a group, as a community. I don't see that as well, because it takes so much for the slum people to come together and organize this kind of thing. It's the detail of your projects based a lot on the dream or imagination, not much on the ground. So a lot more of talking with real people in the slum will help shape your project to be a little bit more practical. That would be my suggestion.
I understand that there's already something like this out there in your presentation. You said that there's a homestay in slum, but in other countries. So whether it is suitable with our culture and our reality is something that you need to look into. So maybe you can break into phases, starting with tour first and see if it works or not, phase 1 and then phase 2. And also because we are talking about community development here. When we're talking about slum, things that come with community like this are crimes, drugs, many things, security, cleanliness, hygiene, attitude of the people, mindset of the people. What are the difficulties and obstacles you anticipate, and how you are going to address this. When I'm talking about community development that takes time. So plan it out better. And best of all is to walk the ground, spend time there, go sleep there, do the homestay first, and you get the feel, I think. You already passed something.
Yeah, we have been thinking about all the risks some of the risks that you mentioned. For example, you say that people in the community might not understand. We're thinking that we're going to set up the clarifying sessions, set the understanding with the people in the communities so that they can know that we're not taking advantage of them, but we're bringing out their insight and show the world what they have, and so that they can be proud of themselves. And also, we'll bring out them to homestay tour to see what's going on out there in the world that they might not see in slum, to show that now the hotel business are different. They're not only building a luxury hotel, but they're also hostel and local where people can connect. I think that will help them to understand more about homestay.
You might want to do some survey or to be able to quantify the size of your target customers. Yeah, there's a lot of tourists who, interested in this kind of activities. And I agree with Khun Wan that you might want to start with the tour first, because, and then when they see the ambience and everything, they might want to do some homestay, which I not so sure. Yeah. Also, we might need to create the mindset as a host from the community, to take care of these tourists or something. And I'm just wonder if we do this kind of things a lot. So meaning that they will stay in slum, instead of develop themselves, improve themselves, to have a better home or something like that. I'm just curious that if we do this kind of thing and it's so successful, so meaning that people will be stay like this, right? I'm just curious. That's all, because when we do, I read some article when you go to see the Hult tribe, and they do perform some activities for us, and then they do some even more creative on their performance, their tribe performance, and which is not authentic or original. Same thing. This kind of thing, whether it will promote more and more slum. Just curious, just curious, just my own curiosity.
มีทางที่จะหยุดโปรกับเขาได้ทำให้สเปซได้ว่าการทำโฮมสเตย์เหมือนกันจัดไม่เหมือนเป็นแบบเป็นการจัดแล้วเป็นสัมปทานเขาอยู่จะตอบว่าเราไม่เข้าใจแบบนี้เป็นบอกไม่ได้เราลองใจทุกครั้ง
Okay. I think if you focus and start with a tour, a one-day tour is make more possible than a stay in slum. Yeah, and one thing is if you start with a graffiti, how you make it legal? Make sure it's not illegal activity. You graphic on a wall. Yeah, how you make it legal?
ไม่ใช่เราเพื่อมาแบบจะให้เพื่อมาเพื่อ improve ใช่ไหมใช่เขาก็ทำอยู่แล้วเขาก็บอกว่าวันนี้ก็มันช่วยให้สลับ
อยากทำกราฟฟิตี้
น่าอยู่มากขึ้น
กราฟฟิตี้ครับมันผิดกฎหมายหรือเปล่าครับกราฟฟิตี้
แต่ถือว่าโชว์เคสตัดดี้ว่าแบบเป็นมันมีที่ศักดิ์สิทธิ์จะพูดเรื่องเคสตัดดี้ก็เมื่อกี้เขาพูดกับมันไม่ชัวร์ว่าจะเป็นใครจริงมาก
Like for graffiti, we believe that definitely we have to ask for like permission for the owner of the wall first, of course. And graffiti is only like the art. It's not, graffiti. Our meaning graffiti is like the art, so they can improve the
You make it,
scenery of the communities. It doesn't need to be illegal. I thought, well, from my understanding, it's just an art, so we can express themselves, and it's also another way to decorate the communities. And